Man, that's so beautiful. But you have got to be born of God. And that's why Jesus said you can't see the kingdom of heaven unless you are what? Born again. You were born once, that was fine. That was from your mother. And that's good. You're here now. What you going to do with your presence? You've got to be born one more time to come up out of the world of the enemy and come into the world and the mind and the wisdom and the spirit and the will of God. And I'm saying this to all my young brothers. You know, you are so powerful, but you're giving yourselves to the wrong power. If you would just let God come into your life, He will make you a new kind of human being. In all my frailties, I yet am different and rather refreshing. I'm not trying to be vain. I'm very refreshing. That's why people come out by the thousands to hear, because they're tired of the same old madness. You either preparing them to die, to go to Beulah's land. Everything gonna be all right in heaven. Hell, when is it gonna be all right on earth? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Where? On earth. Well, where are you living? In the sky? Hell no, you living on earth. Then get up and wet with heaven and let heaven wet with you. Then the earth will be the footstool of God. When I say I'm refreshing, it's good to see a black man that ain't gonna bow down or punk out. You know, it really is good to know that that kind of man exists. I know that I'm a man of weaknesses, but my weaknesses are hidden in the strength of God. All of us have frailties, but God is strength. And if the Lord is my shepherd, then I'm all right. You can't calculate how to defeat me. You don't have brains enough. Listen. No. Now you can beat me. That's easy to do. But yeah, you're right, son. It's not easy, is it? No, they can't do that. My son was back here correcting me and said, no, they can't do that. But I'll explain what I meant. If I am separated from God, I'm nothing. I heard the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say, if Allah leaves me for a fraction of a second, you would see a walking fool. I am not wise. I am covered by the wisdom of God. I am not strong. My strength is in God. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I can't do anything of myself, but whatever He commands, He gives me the ability to carry out His command. I am nothing. He is everything. And by my submitting to him, he makes me appear to be what he is. Yes, that's right. Do you understand? Yes, I'm not holy, but people look upon me as that. Some even call me holy apostle. I don't ask you to give me no names like that, because I know better. I'm not going to let you soup me up and let me get carried away and think more of myself than I should. But people call me this. Yeah. People see me in a way that I'm shocked sometimes, the way they see me. But it's not me you see. It's really him coming through me that you see. Don't ever make the mistake and think it's me. No, 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 no. Man, when you let God have his way in your life, brother, you become a very extraordinary individual. And I'm saying that every one of us, male and female, young and old, have the capacity to become extraordinary human beings, but you got to let God have his way in your life. Now, of course, in the church, we say, well, you know, let God come in. How does he come in? Do you breathe him in? He's in. No, it's not quite that easy. You know how God comes into your life? You know, in the church, I've been needing this, they have a ritual called communion. How many of you have ever partaken of communion in church? Would you raise your hands? Raise them high. Don't be bashful. All right. Some of you drank wine and others of you drank a little grape juice and got disappointed and went to a church that served wine. Now, you know, I saw on television recently so-called vampires. I just happened to be turning TV. I don't know whose show it was, but these people was on the show supposed to be vampires. They like sucking blood, you know. So the vampire dude, when they asked him about, hey man, why are you sucking people's blood? This woman and this man, you know, they get to cutting on people and just sucking the blood out of their hand or out of their neck or wherever. And they like that, you know. They say, well, where you get this kind of thing from? Well, Jesus said, after supper, he took the cup. This is my blood. Drink this as oft as you can in remembrance of me. And so drinking blood is ordained. See how you can just get messed up with scripture, can't you? People going around drinking cow's blood, human blood. The Old Testament forbids the drinking of any blood, because both the health and disease of all creatures is carried in the blood. You don't want to be drinking blood. Well, would Jesus ask you to drink his blood? Come on now. Much as you like Jesus, you know what I mean? If you saw him here wounded and blood running out of his hands, you wouldn't run up to the cross. More, more, more. Come on, you can't. It's a horrible sight, isn't it? Just to think about it. But every first Sunday, you drinking some blood, supposedly symbolic, of course. All right. Now, this Christ figure is so powerful. He's telling his disciples